What else has been going on? Did you watch it? Did you watch Liverpool last night?
I actually recorded it because I play six-a-side with my mates and watched it afterwards.
What do you think?
I just thought the first half, you've got to give Villarreal credit. You know, everyone hammered them after the first leg.
Jason Cundy,
yeah. And you have to give it them. You know, they had a game plan in the first half. The fans were amazing in the stadium. And Liverpool were rattled, weren't they? But what great teams do is, you know, they got through it, didn't they? Liverpool didn't crumble. Other teams would have crumbled in that second half. And they got the result that they deserved over the two legs.
He made a big decision, didn't he? Diaz coming on.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
You know, he's
Loads
running
of
at
people
players and
he's got to start now, hasn't he? Every game now, I feel, to end the
But
season.
I don't think they
Diaz.
would have panicked, Liverpool.
No.
One thing about half-time, you're going down 2-0. I'm sure lots of Liverpool fans were panicking. But I think Jurgen Klopp was very calm, as Andy Robertson said. He just said, look, it's 2-2 at the moment. We get plenty of time left. And, you know, that's what he brought that little bit more confidence back into the team.
Do you think when they come out as well in the first 5 minutes, they started to notice, they're not pressuring us as much here?
Yeah, they dropped off a little bit,
they dropped off. Maybe they ran out of steam. They put that much into the first half.
Absolutely.
It happens, Laura. Like, you run out of steam and energy, and Thiago started having space on the ball, but he didn't have that in the first half. So, yes, Liverpool were rattled, but it shoes a top team, doesn't it, to come out and
Fabinho's a good player as well.
Yeah, very good.
He's a top player.
But the goalkeeper, though, come on.
Yeah.
That's your goalkeeper. You are going at him in that changing room.
Every
shot.
You're talking about Villarreal's goalkeeper being a bit sloppy,
Every shot that he comes running out for Mane's goal, like he was bored.
There was one moment as well towards the end of the game. Yeah, where he was literally. I was like, "Why are you there?"
And even like you 2-0 up, and the Fabinho goal, you know, right for your legs, easy save, and he let his team down. But Liverpool, I mean, I seen a stat last night after the game that they've played in every game possible.
Yeah,
this
they
season.
will by the end of the season.
By the end of the season, wow.
Yeah,
But they've
which
got
is
some
63.
squad.
Yeah.
Is 63 the total amount that they will have played in by the end of the season? Yeah, because they're in the two finals that are coming up as well. I mean, that's incredible, really, isn't it? Like, it's incredible as well. But what they've done, Gabby, as well, is where they used to be criticised about not having that much strength and depth in comparison to perhaps a Manchester City. They've corrected that now.
That's the thing, isn't it? Jota didn't perform in the first half. You're off. You know, if Mane and Salah didn't perform, they would have been off. You got Diaz waiting. You got so much strength on the bench. Jordan Henderson not starting for me maybe was a mistake because Keita looked quite poor. But you can bring Henderson on in the game, so that strength in depth is gonna probably get them over the line to maybe at least the treble, maybe the quadruple.
That stat that you wanted there about them playing in every game available to them, they're actually the first English team ever to have done that.
Wow.
So that in itself is an incredible feat, really, isn't it? So congratulations. Liverpool fans must be absolutely buzzing. But obviously the question, we get a lot of messages saying, stop mentioning the quadruple, stop mentioning
Why?
that. But the thing is, they're in it. And yes, in the Premier League, it's Manchester City that are leading. It is 1 point, and you are waiting for Manchester City to slip up if that quadruple is going to be attainable. But still, this is unprecedented. This is an incredible thing they're doing.
It's scary as well because the FA Cup final, you know, you've probably fancied them to win that. The Champions League final, Manchester City or Real Madrid. And the pressure's on Manchester City, really. They're the team that has to stop them. You know, if they slip up, Liverpool, for me, will win every single game. So the pressure's on Manchester City.
Do you fancy him tonight, Man City?
I do, yeah, I do. I feel that, you know, Real Madrid are going to come out, aren't they? Pep would have seen from the first leg how much time and space Foden had. So it wouldn't surprise me tonight if you even looked at Sterling or Grealish to go one-on-one versus Carvajal. You know, I feel like he can be the weakling in that defence, Alaba as well. But I just can't see Pep messing this up. I just can't.
No.
I can't.
Can I ask you a question about Mo Salah? Because he did an interview with BT Sport after the game, and they asked him about the targets that he sets, and he said, 100%, I set targets every season. And they said, which one have you set this season? And he said 40 goals and 15 assists. And I'm pretty sure he's got 15 assists already,
30
and he's
goals,
on 30 goals. So he's potentially still on target
Amazing.
to get that. Do you think he'll get it?
Can't bet against him, can you? It'll be difficult, but you wouldn't want him in two finals just running through and not passing if he's on 37, 38, would you? But incredible to get 30 goals and 15 assists. Incredible.
Did you ever set targets like that?
Just to get off the mark, to be honest. Just get one. That was the target. No, I think you always wanted to have good goal scoring seasons, but you didn't put yourself under that sort of pressure to put targets. But you wouldn't tell anyone. You wouldn't tell anyone either before the season. because then you do put yourself under pressure.
Well, that surprised me actually, because I interviewed him a few years ago and said to him, "What are your targets?" And he said, "I don't tell anyone. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say anything."
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So
and now
people he's-
just takes BT Sport and they unlock it.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
couldn't believe it. I said, "Why didn't you tell me?" Did you ever set targets?
No, not at all.
No?
I think the team set targets at the start of the season. In pre-season, we'd have a big meeting. Obviously, you want to win every trophy, like Liverpool going to try and do. But you don't usually do that. But yeah, I think that you set your target for the league. I think the Premier League was always the most important one for me. Champions League obviously is the second if you're in the Champions League at that time. Then the FA Cup, and obviously the League Cup was the fourth priority. Yeah. But obviously the league for me is the one to win.
I think as well as a striker, your target just try and do your best every game. Try and score as many goals as you can. You know, I think you start putting that pressure on yourself. You know, I want 15 Premier League goals, 20 Premier League goals. It can have an opposite effect on some players, but maybe Mo Salah's come out and said that because he knows he's already got 30 goals and 15 assists.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not a bad target.
So 10 more goals, for Mo Salah.
03717 223344. Do you think he'll do it? Liverpool fans, we would love to hear from you this morning. Is Diaz the best January signing ever? So that's Diaz, or Virgil van Dijk was January, wasn't he? When was Alisson?
Yeah.
Was Alisson?
I'm not sure.
I feel like Alisson was maybe the season or the summer after. Van Dijk was January, and then I think he came in the season after.
Hard to
didn't
beat
he?
Van Dijk, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Diaz or Van Dijk, there you go, there's your question, January signings. Could Jurgen Klopp as well become the best manager of all time? I'm imagining you're just Liverpool, or are you saying ever, everyone? Who knows? 03717 223344.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.